Hello, hey y'all. Hello, hey y'all. Hello, hey y'all. Got a little audio issue. There we go, I think that's fixed. Okay. Hey guys. Sorry, I was looking into where I've got the OBS instead of the camera. So I did do some streaming a while back, and I was kind of sort of missing it. So I figured today I would come on and maybe we could play some games. I was gonna play Viva Pinata. So this is a game that came out, oh my gosh, many years ago. And I played it for the 360, but I managed to get the PC version working again. If any of you guys know this game, you know the PC version kind of went out of commission when Games for Windows Live became like debunked, like they got rid of it. But like it's back now essentially. You can set it up. You just have to set it up without the live feature. So we're gonna try playing that today. And let me bring it up so that I can read the chat from you guys. If you guys do have anything that you want to talk about today while we're streaming, just let me know. Let me know. We can talk about anything that you guys want to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and launch the game, though. Let's hope this works. It worked earlier. Let's see. There we go. Y'all can see my desktop. And there we go. There's the game. All right. Oh, that looks a little off. Let me just fix that. Okay. Let's move the desktop just a little bit for this game. Over here and there. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh. Duh. Right there. How's that look? Okay. This game's out. Okay, let's turn the desktop audio down. There's no windowed mode in this game, so that's why I keep having to go back to desktop to fiddle with this stuff.
It's party time.
Okay, that looks like it's a bit better. There we go. Okie dokie. And bring up the chat. Okay. Now I should have everything that I need. Let's get this started. Hopefully the controller will work. Sometimes this game struggles to use the controller. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna make me use the mouse. Okay. That's fine. We'll play with the mouse. Put you down. Okie dokie. All right. We're gonna get started. So this is a brand new file that I have not played on at all. So we're just gonna get started. Y'all are gonna see everything. Let's call this backyard. Okay. Maybe once I get into the game, it'll let me switch over to controller. We'll see.
Get set for Viva Pinata.
Okay, this little intro video. We don't need this. We don't need this. I'll show y'all how to play. Well, I mean, it'll basically explain it to you how to play, but this game is so good. I really like these kind of games. Anything that's kind of like a simulation type of thing, or like you build stuff. Like I really, really love The Sims. I really loved the Dogs and Cats, if y'all played those games as a kid. I absolutely love Animal Crossing. Like that's my current obsession. And this is a lot like that. Let's see. Will you switch over to controller? Yeah, you're not gonna. You're not gonna. Okay, that's fine. Don't cry, Leafos.
Oh, hello. I was hoping someone would come and help me tidy up this mess.
Yep.
First, Let's get you used to looking and moving around the garden.
So obligatory, like, moving around tutorial here.
By pressing and holding down the right mouse button.
Okay. So you can do the camera if you hold down the right mouse button. Okay.
Good.
Oh, I missed what she wanted me to do. I was going too fast. Oh, I think it wants me to use the keyboard.
By clicking anywhere on the screen and show me you know how to move around the garden. Just move the mouse pointer to the edges of the screen.
Oh, okay.
You'll notice the mouse pointer change to...
I am used to doing this with a controller. Probably, obviously, that's why I had set that up to try to use that, but it didn't work. Maybe I'll try to do this again later, and then I will get that controller working. Not for today, though.
Well,
there we go.
Now.
Okay, let's talk to her again.
Well done. Now that you can navigate around the...
Gonna give me the shovel so I can clean this up a little bit. Oh, not yet. Little book first. We're gonna get the shovel soon.
I've given you the journal. Click the left mouse button anywhere on the screen to finish talking to me. Next, click on the blue button to open the menu.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you what to do.
So we gotta go to our menu. Alrighty, let's go to the journal.
This is the journal. It stores all the information that you...
This is really useful for going and finding like what you need to do in the game. So it'll tell you like all kinds of things. Like you'll see when we start like attracting and breeding the pinatas. Like there's just all kinds of stuff in here. There's a little story that goes along with it, but like whatever, who cares about the story? We just want to collect and breed some pinatas. So let's get out of that. Go back.
There's your first alert.
Okay.
Whenever something important is happening, this is how you'll be told.
All right. Alerts.
Alerts will wait down here for you to look at them. If something is very important, the alert will open automatically.
Okay.
If you have more than one alert, you
Let's go to the garden.
Time for another present. It's something...
What you gonna give us? This is the shovel, I think. Yeah, there we go. You do get upgrades for your tools, so it looks crappy, so that's obvious. We're gonna get a better one, but we gotta start out with this crap one. Okay. So let's go back into our menu and pick up our shovel.
The buttons in the top right of the screen tell you
Okay, what do I need to do for clearing this with the mouse? Okay, the shovel's old, but it won't break. Okay, oh, I just whack it with the... Cool. So when you break all this stuff that's like gross... Oh, worm! So that's our first one, a little worm. He's just out there right now, but we'll be able to attract him to our garden in just a minute. They come pretty easily. It's like your first little pinata, first little introduction to the pinatas. Okay, there we go. Let's break this. So basically for this beginning part of the game, like it takes a minute, it's a little tedious, but you know, if you play these kind of games like I do, like, you know, Sims and Animal Crossing and stuff, like, you know, they're all a little bit tedious. Oh, I guess we can look at this. Yeah, so you get first sightings of any new pinata and you can go and look at them. Little alerts like that. Oh, she's going to explain money. There's shops that we can spend money in. That's all you got to know. That's all you got to know. Okay, let's whack some more hard soil. Okay, so anyway, this is a little tedious, of course, but all these type of games, they're a little bit tedious at first. You know, you guys, if you play these type of games, you know that. Like, Animal Crossing is wonderful, but it is the king of tedious, right? Anybody that's done terraforming on their island can tell you that. So this is kind of similar. You have to whack all the hard soil because, you know, tedium is kind of part of these games, right? So we're going to take a minute to do that. All right, so while we're doing that, what do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? Oh, visitor. Okay.
You have a new
Worm visitor. Okay, so he's decided that I've got enough soil, essentially. I've got enough soil, so he wants to hang out.
As a reward for getting your first visit.
Oh, thanks. We'll do grass in a minute. We gotta whack down all this hard soil first. Okay. There he is. Now, since I've got this held down, I can't whack him, but if I let go and I do the shovel like right on him, I can whack him on the head and hurt him. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We are going to just keep the mouse button held down so I don't hurt the little worms. Give me your money. There we go. That are visiting my garden right now. I almost said island. That's how much Animal Crossing I've been playing. I did consider streaming that instead since it's popular right now. Unfortunately, I don't really have the means to do that. I play Animal Crossing on a Switch Lite, which cannot stream, unfortunately. We do have a regular Switch, so I could potentially start over. I'm not going to hit him. I'm not going to hit him, Ty. Don't worry. I did consider playing Animal Crossing, but the regular Switch is not what my island is on. Like, that's technically my husband's Switch, so I'd have to borrow it from him. Plus, I'd have to get a capture card. Like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So we're doing Viva Pinata because I can easily stream PC stuff. How are you doing today, Ty? Happy to see you. This game, I was so obsessed with it when it first came out. Hey! When this game first came out, I would just sit and play it for like hours upon hours upon hours. It'll be funny to see like how much stuff I can remember from this game. It'll be really funny to see how much I can remember because I don't know. I really seriously don't know. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so we're gonna pour this. So let's do some grass on our garden. Hey, Masamura, how are you doing? I'm good today, I'm good. We're just hanging out playing some Viva Pinata. Masamura, do I know you? Are you from my Discord server or from my channel? I'm so sorry your name doesn't look super familiar, so I'm not sure. Alright, Serapent. He's really easy to get to be a visitor, but you gotta do a couple other things to attract him. So we should be attracting one a little bit later. Oh, we got a resident. Okay, so once you've got the worm, they become like their fancy colors. So that's what all of them do. So now that we have 2 of them, we can potentially breed them together. But I'm going to finish laying down some grass here because who wants to stare at a whole bunch of dirt? Like, not me. Let's do some grass. Have some good lawn management. Oh my gosh, Marina, hey! How's it going? Good morning. Well, it's not morning here anymore. It's technically just became the afternoon. I know it's afternoon for you. I don't know if it's still morning for Ty here, but good morning. Good morning, Ty, if it's still morning for you. I wish gardening was this easy. Holy crap, same. If it was this easy, I probably would actually do it instead of just letting my yard be. But I don't have an HOA or anything like that to worry about, so we just, you know, we just let our grass die. It's fine. If it's alive, then you have to cut it, so that's annoying. So instead, we just kind of let it be and cut it when it gets too high. 17:45 early evening. Oh wow, you're in a I didn't realize you were in Europe, Ty. That's cool. I'm on the East Coast here, so of course it's just early afternoon for me. Does this, let's see. No, I can't do it with this one yet. So it's really hard when you're first doing the whacking to like get all these little tiny spots, but later the shovel is going to let us dig holes and that's going to help me get rid of those spots. All right, so since we've got the 2 worms, let's see what we can do next. I think Leafos, you've got something else for me. Oh, they want me to click on the worm before they give me the next thing to do. I already know how to play this game. I don't need this information. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, so y'all are both evening people. All right, so this is going to tell us how we play, basically how we get them to do things. So since we've already attracted them, it's going to tell us what the romance requirement is, so we can breed them and make more little worms. So we got to get a worm house. All right, cool. So I knew that, but there we go. This is our guy that's going to build us our pinata houses. Okay, yeah, and he just tells us that he's the builder. That's fine. We know. We know. Donut. Man, when I first played this game, and you can like see the donut this early on in the game, but it takes a while before you can actually attract one. And I was like, I spent so long trying to figure out how to get that donut because I did not understand. Okay. And then Sparrow Mint. Yeah, I know. So he's here because we have little worms. So he wants to eat those little worms. And in the beginning of the game, you get a lot of these little cutscenes while you're still like attracting the different pinatas. And after a while, it kind of, you know, that kind of dies down. Let's see. Where's the door? Oh, the door's over there. Okay, so let's put you here. I don't really want to rotate it. How do I? Yeah, there we go. So this is the actual, this is the direction. For some reason, when you start this first garden, it puts your camera in like not the front direction that it always is in other situations. I really don't know why it does that. So I always remember that and have to rotate it because otherwise you end up with a garden that's not really the right camera angle. All right, so we've got our little alerts down here, but we don't care. Go away, go away. There we go. All right, so as soon as Willie comes and builds the house for our little worms, we'll be able to do the next thing that we can do in this game. It's going to take him just a second. Serpent visitor. Oh, okay, he's here for the grass. All right. Hey, Aggressive! How are you doing today? And let's see some of the other... Sierra's bot. Hey! Do I know you guys? Are you guys from my channel or from my Discord? I don't recognize y'all's names either. There we go. You can go away. So for the Serpent, like, see how he's black and white right now? So like we can get him to be a resident, but we just gotta figure out how. So if you go to the information, it'll tell you. So we have the grass, but he still needs to eat a little mouse pinata. So we'll be able to get a mouse pinata in just a little bit, and then we can attract him. Okay, so he's all done, and then we can pick up our shovel, and bam, our worms have a house. So let's put that away, and now we can romance them. So most of the pinatas in this game have like requirements and different things that you have to do to be able to romance them, but the worms, it's literally just like build them a house, that's it. And then all you got to do is make them talk to each other. Yeah, I know, I was just explaining that, thank you. So we're gonna make them talk to each other, and then we can romance. Okay, and here we go, worm number 2. Y'all see a cute little cutscene. They'll do their little dance. It's adorable. It's adorable. And that's how baby pinatas are made. By dancing.
Welcome to the romancing minigame. You need to
hey, electrical longboard, how are you doing?
Try to reach your partner without hitting any losers. Move the romance.
Okay. So, I guess on the mouse version we do this with a cursor? Okay. I wonder if maybe this is like a blessing in disguise, right? I couldn't get the controller to work, but maybe this will be easier than a controller. We'll see. We'll see. Of course, the worm is the first one that you do, so very easy. But they do get harder. There are some mazes that are like really difficult for me that I can't even do once you get down. Like your lives go down. You'll see. You'll see when we do the next part. Your lives go down, and I can't do them on the higher lives. But the worm one, of course, is the first one, so it's super easy. All right, now we get their little dance cutscene, and all the pinatas have their own little dance, and oh my god, they're so cute. Some of them are super cute. You'll see. Let's see if you can guess what our worms are about to do. They do the worm. Oh my god. Adorable. And there we go. All right. Oh. Okay, so she's gonna bring us an egg. Because of course this game is like an all ages game, right? So they hatch out of eggs. Okay, yes, baby pinatas. Aw, and then you get an award. So this is kind of like the progression of the game is getting these different awards right here. So if we go into, I'll show you guys, if we go into the journal, we'll be able to see all the different awards that we can get. And that's basically the progression. So we've got Pinata Awards here, and you can see we've got visiting awards for these. We saw the donut, so it goes into this, but it hasn't visited yet. And then you get the Resident, Romance, Master Romancer, and Variants, which we'll cover in just a little bit. Let's go back to the garden. There's other awards too, like there's awards for growing plants, which we'll be able to do in just a little bit. You'll see we'll do a little tutorial on the plants. Come on, bring that egg. Oh, resident. So once you have 2 worms in your gardens, the Sparrow Mint will just join. It'll just join whether you want it to or not. These are, of course, the really easy pinatas to get. Okay, so what I like to do... Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, what I like to do is take the egg out of its little spot that it goes and like immediately romance them again. And the reason why I'm doing this is because when you have the hatched eggs, like when you have more of that pinata in your garden, oh, did I select the wrong thing? Yeah, I think I did. Come here, worm 2. When you have more of that type of pinata in the garden, oh yeah, I didn't do it fast enough. When you have more of that type of pinata in the garden, then you'll lose lives on the maze, so you want to try to do it as fast as possible. Now, the harder the maze for the pinata is, the longer it'll take for them to hatch. Like the worms hatch really fast, but like it doesn't matter. Like I can do this without losing any lives. It's really super easy. You just, you know, go along the little path. But they do get harder. They do get harder, and there are some that are really difficult towards the end of the game. And we want to keep doing this until we have 7 of that type of pinata in the garden. That's how we get the Master Romancer. And that's essentially all the awards that you get for the pinatas.
Good work.
Okay. Well, since we have 2 Sparrow Mints, let's go build a house for them. Let's see. Can I not? I guess I can't. Label designer? No, we can do that in a second. Where's the village? I guess it hasn't unlocked the village yet. Okay. I thought since Willy built the house that it would unlock the village, but maybe I have to master romance the worms first. It's been a minute, guys. It's been a minute since I played this game. But it's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy game, so it's not too big of a deal.
A baby pinatas.
Yeah. When they grow up, the little ones, they go into, where is it? Where is he? He snuck away from me. They go into little cocoons and, oh, there he is, and then he gets bigger like the others. And then you can't tell the difference between them. Okay. Let's pick you up. And then... Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. So we want to get that one because that's gonna... Because I just know that this is a turnip seed, and that turnip seed is going to help us with getting the mouse mallow that we want to get next. Alright, so we'll let that turnip grow, and we'll leave it alone.
Well done. You planted your seed.
Oh, okay. So we have to water our plants, of course. Because any game where you have plants, you got to water them. So let's water our little turnip over here. Now this actually grows fast enough where if you don't water it, like, it's fine. It really doesn't make any difference. But we're still gonna water it a little bit. If you water it too much, they turn blue like that. But it's okay. It's not a big deal for the turnip. It doesn't really matter. Now something you'll notice, like, because the worms are easy to romance and they only need the house, like, they all have hearts. So I can totally romance these guys' baby with the parent. Like, it doesn't matter. The game totally lets me do this. There is no genetics. We just got to get them to talk to each other. Come on, why didn't they do it? Come here. Go talk to him. There we go. Now we can romance another one.
Have most of the basics then.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Oh, there's our mouse mallow. See if we can attract him.
Good news. You've attracted
Okay. So this one is a little bit more more involved than attracting the worm or the sparrow mint. So I'll show you guys in just a second what the journal looks like for our mouse mallow. The other seed we could have gotten at the beginning was a carrot seed to attract a little rabbit one. But I wanted to start with the mouse. Okay, so let's go into the menu and the journal. I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So in the Pinata Awards, you can see Mouse Mallow. If we click on him, it'll give us more information about him. So he appeared because we planted a turnip. He's visiting because of the turnip, and he will resident after he eats the turnip. So hopefully he'll eat that turnip. Since when he's not a resident like that, when he's just black and white, like I can't click on him to control him. So just have to wait for him to eat it. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that. That's all good. Moth drop. Oh, they'll come to your garden the very first night, regardless of what you do. Because it's nighttime now, so he'll just appear.
Well done.
Okay. Did the chat freeze on me? I have not streamed in so long, and even when I did it before, like, be honest with y'all, I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm just gonna open the Twitch app down here and check and see if the chat froze for me. Hold on one second. Just see if the app will show me what the chat looks like. Yeah, it doesn't look like it does. Okay. Well, thank you, Ty, for letting me know. Yeah, I watch some streams, but I really haven't done this. I've really just been making YouTube videos for the most part, since I started all this. Oh, now that it's nighttime, we get to see what day it is. Now that, yeah, I've been advised to start streaming for like a long time now. It helps with a lot of stuff, but I just haven't, you know. It's hard to find the time to sit down for like hours and hours and actually do some of these streams, especially when you're in kind of, you know, my position. I have a day job that I work, you know, 40 hours a week. So it's just not something that I can always do, but I did really enjoy it when I did it before. So, writing Twitch stream. Oh, oh my gosh, a writing Twitch stream would be really cool. I don't know like how that would look though. I feel like it would be difficult to engage. You know what I mean? But one thing we definitely could do on here is if people have questions, if people have like roleplay questions or writing questions that they want to talk about, that's definitely something we could do on stream. I mean, y'all that are in my Discord server, okay, we have 5 of them. Y'all that are in my Discord server, like, you know, we have that whole section where we answer, you know, people's roleplay questions and writing questions and all kind of stuff like that. But if people feel like, you know, their Discord name is a little bit too tied to themselves, and they don't necessarily want to be asking their questions there because it's a little bit too personal. Maybe Twitch isn't so tied to their roleplay or writing self. There he goes, come back out. And they could ask here. I think that's totally valid that we could do something like that. Let's go ahead and tap this. So I'm tapping this because I want the worms to come out so I can breed them. Because obviously I can't click on them to make them talk to each other when they're all inside. So we have 5, so we need to breed 2 more to get to the 7. So let's see about this. See if we can do this at the same time. Should be able to. So then we'll do that maze, and then hopefully immediately it'll pop up to do this maze too. And since we're streaming, like, you guys probably see like all kinds of weird things, like how often I actually scratch my nose. That all gets cut from the videos, obviously. I'm not going to show scratching my nose. But I suffer from a lot of allergies, so it actually gets quite itchy. As at this time of year, in the spring and the summer, when all the pollen is just going absolutely bananas. All right, and then this maze, and that should be our last 2 eggs, and we'll get Master Romancer for the worm. And I think that will unlock the next thing that we need to progress. All the top secret writing knowledge. Oh my gosh. Man, what top secret knowledge is there? I really struggle with that sometimes. I really do. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I struggle with that sometimes. I do think a lot of people that are looking... Oh yeah, you can gain experience. So it's going to give us our back experience now. Whatever, that's fine. We'll that levels us up, and you unlock new things as you level up. Okay, go away. Okay, so we're level 2 now. That always pretty much happens when you first get it. Okay, what I was saying before. So I do really struggle with that sometimes with people that are looking for roleplay and writing advice, and I do feel like a lot of times there is this urge that's like, they think they're going to hear the right piece of advice and it's going to kind of make everything all of a sudden work for them. And they're going to be able to write beautifully and everything's all good. And oh yeah, Seedos, he'll give us free seeds. Oh, when he comes to the garden, I'll show you guys how that works. Anyway, I feel like they're just looking for some kind of piece of advice that's going to make it all make sense. And the truth is, if you want to be good at writing, you just have to write. Like, you just have to keep practicing, and there's the advice can kind of help you along and kind of shorten that practice time, but it can't replace it. Like, there's just no amount of advice that is going to change when you've been writing for maybe a year or 2 versus when you've been writing for a decade. Like, that's just going to be a different experience, and there's nothing that can replace that decade of doing the writing, of doing the work. So that is something that that I struggled with, that I struggle a little bit with. So like, it's that top secret writing knowledge. What is it? I don't know. I don't know. Practice. Like, I think that's like the biggest top secret writing knowledge, is that the learning that you're doing only shortens the time. It doesn't replace the time. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you can go into their houses. So they're not in here right now, so it kind of doesn't really look like anything. But they all have cute little things inside their house. You can see, because these are worms, and they have like a little hook, which that's kind of morbid. But this game is kind of pleasantly morbid, right? So I'll show you guys the insides of the house when they're actually in it. Oh, good. Oh, he's here. Maybe he'll eat the turnip. Oh, here's Seedos. So when he comes, you can talk to him. Let's talk to him, and he'll give you free seeds. Yeah, he says, don't hit me. And there's really no reason to hit him. Like, nothing weird happens when you hit him. It's just, oh, there we go. Yay! Well, the mouse mallow interrupted me. So you can talk to him multiple times to get multiple seeds each time he visits, but I think he escaped. Oh no, he didn't escape. Okay. Come here, Seedos. Talk to you again. And he has like different fun things that he says. Oh, is he not gonna? Usually he'll give you more seeds. Maybe at first he doesn't. Because as you level up, you get access. Okay, that's cool. I leveled up. As you level up, you get access to more seeds. So maybe he just doesn't have enough seeds to give me in these early stages. Oh, good. Okay, builder shop is open. So y'all saw Willie come and build the worm house here. But what we're gonna do... Oh yeah, I know, that's fine. So because we attracted the mouse mallow, now the serpent's going to come and eat it. So I remember before it showed that was what it needed to kind of join the garden. But that's fine. We'll attract more mouse mallows. It's not a problem. So let's go build a sparrow house.
Nice to
Ba-bum. Sparrow Mint house. Okay. Why? Oh, it must be too far over. There we go. All right, so now when the pinatas eat each other, they kind of burst open into this candy, and it becomes a free-for-all. Everybody eats the candy from the busted pinata. So that's what they're doing, and hopefully, and the Serpent should become a resident in a moment. Like, I think that's all it needs. Oh, I meant to click the yellow. Get out of there. Let's go to the Serpent. Yeah, so he should become a resident in just a minute. Once he gets done engorging himself on candy. Give me some free seed. Yeah, there we go. So now we have a little snake pinata. And like very early in this game, it's pretty simple. Like you saw, I didn't even like water this thing and now it's good to go, right? And it's growing. Like these seeds, you don't really need to worry about them. They're totally fine. That's not going to be true later in the game. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Later in the game, we are going to have to, water them. Okay. Got another house. There we go. Okay, so one thing that keeps flashing on the menu that we can do is the label designer. So for the pinatas that are actually yours, that like you actually breed, you get a custom label for them. So let's make a custom label, and this is me, right? So we're gonna make it aggressively pink. So let's customize, and oh, this isn't the colors. Like, let's go back. Is this the colors? No. Oh, there we go. All right, so pink, and then this color can be another shade of pink. There we go. All right, what border looks good? What border looks good? Yeah, we got to make it aggressively pink. All of these are kind of whack. Oh, that one looks kind of nice. The little stitches. Okay, that looks good. It's Viva Pinata, so everything's like a little bit wacky looking, right? All right, let's edit this. Aggressively pink as well, because we got to. There is no compromise. No compromise on the aggressive pinkness. No, I want you. There we go. Okay. Let's see, what background do we want? We picked those stitches. Is there anything that kind of matches those stitches? Probably not. I probably didn't pick the best border. Let's go with like, I saw polka dots, I thought. Yeah, let's go with polka dots. And then let's go fix that border into something that matches the polka dots a little better. So back when this game was actually on Xbox, like you would get an achievement specifically for doing your label. It really doesn't affect the game. There we go, that matches our polka dots. It really doesn't affect the game a huge amount, but the pinatas that you do breed yourself will get your label. So that's why I like doing it, because it's just kind of cute. It's kind of cute to have that on your own pinatas. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see, what symbol do we want? What symbol do we want? Man, the logo kind of blends in. I think I'm gonna have to pick different shades. Oh, hearts, obviously. Let's see, maybe it's black and white on the symbol, just so that it shows up. And then it's the pink background. Yeah, let's go back to our border. And let's make that maybe grayscale as well. No, right there. There we go. Okay. It looks sufficiently like pink goth. Fabulous. Yes, let's save it. Okay, so now you'll be able to tell. Like, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see it like a little bit on this little wormy guy here that we bred. They have little tags on them now that looks like me. Very pink goth aesthetic, yes. Oh, taffly. Okay. He likes to eat flowers, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's why he's here, because I planted those flower seeds.
Here's a taffly. It likes flowers.
Okay, yep, it likes flowers. Oh, and white flutterscotch. Man, the flutterscotches, oh my gosh. When I get to the point of needing to breed those, that's actually kind of annoying. Y'all will see. There's 7 different colors of the flutterscotches, which is great, but also for each different color, there's a master romancer. Like for each individual color of flutterscotch. It gets kind of annoying to go through, but I really like it. So I'll do it. I'll breed every single freaking one because they are a rainbow. Okay, yeah, and that's the shop that you actually spend your coins at. We'll look at it later. We don't care right now. We don't care right now. Okay, let's get rid of all of these guys. Go away, go away. It's kind of like, you know how when you have the red dot like notifications on your phone, you have to clear them? Like, that's so me. I have to clear those freaking notifications. Okay, so we're at a good point here. Oh yeah, happy meter. So your pinatas right here can be happy or sad. Like, different things can affect that. Like if they eat candy, they'll get much happier. But they usually are about this average. Like, that's normally what they're like this. Okay, so next thing we have to do is let's breed some Sparrow Mints. Trying to click on the Sparrow Mint itself. Not the house. Well, whatever. Let's do it. Let's find our other one and do it on him. Oh no, he's on a house too. Whatever. We'll just look at it from the menu. Okay, so if we go into the journal, you can just click on the Sparrow Mints and get to it that way. I think I did that a second ago, so y'all probably saw. But for the Sparrow Mints, let's go look at what they need for romance. They need to eat a worm. So we bred all 7 of those worms, and we're just gonna have them eat one. All right. So first, you got to get off of that house. So we are gonna tap. We don't want to hurt the house or anything. And he'll fly down. And then we got to make him talk to the other one. Oh man. Okay. Gonna have to get you down too. When you have the controller, you can totally like direct them to them when they're like sitting on top of the houses like that. So I guess that's just a difference when you're using the mouse. Hopefully next time I decide, oh my god, and they keep wanting to go to sleep. No sleep, must romance. But when you use the controller, like you don't, oh, Pret's tail. This is Little Fox one. This one is so freaking cute. I love this pinata. He's adorable. We're not going to get him right now, though. We're not going to get him right now, but that's okay. He is so cute. Okay. Yeah, get out of there. Ugh. In the first game, there is actually a sequel to this game. In this first one, the AI is a little bit annoying to say the least, like especially with these flying ones. Getting them to chill out and like direct them to where you want them to go can be really frustrating. But it improves in the second game. In the second game, it's much better. Oh my god. Might have to just wait till morning because I think they're just going to keep doing that. Oh, CDOS.
Seeds are a gardener's.
Give me some free seeds. There we go. Oh, so we got another. Will he give me 2 seeds now? Yeah, there we go. Now he's giving me multiple seeds. There we go. Okay, usually you can get like 3 seeds from him, like I just did. So let's plant these guys over here. If you plant the plants too close to each other, they do run into issues. They can't grow. They don't have enough space to grow. Yeah, that's pretty common in these type of games, so you guys probably know about that. But I only have so much room. I only have so much room right now. that we are working with. So trying to kind of cluster them up over here. But these will attract some more pinatas. So is that we have the serpent here, right? But we're going to get another marshmallow because we planted another turnip, and we're going to keep planting some turnips until we get some more marshmallows. Come on, daytime. Oh my gosh. So while we're waiting on this, a funny thing happened. I guess this was a week ago now, 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. Time is a construct, especially during COVID right now. But our air conditioner freaking died, and it was actually just clogged up and flooded. So we could have gotten it repaired, but this air conditioning was it was the same air conditioning that was put in the house when it was built. So we opted to just buy a new one, because it was really old, and it was just going to happen again. And it was just not worth it. It was a very, very old air conditioning unit. And it was too small for the house even. There's an addition put on this house, but they never updated the air conditioning for the increased square footage. So we decided to put in a new one. And oh my God, this thing is so fancy. This thing is so fancy, right? Because we financed it, of course, and doing payments. So we decided to get a nice one, because we weren't going to be buying it outright. The air conditionings are very expensive, so you pretty much have to finance them, I guess, unless you're rich, which I'm not. So we got a really nice one. And it has this dehumidifying feature to it, which, oh my God, I live in the swamp. For you guys that don't know, I live in the swamps of South Carolina, and it is freaking humid here all the time, literally all the time. So it has this dehumidifier, and it's actually kind of not super humid in the house, which is really strange, really, really strange for me. I'm so not used to it. I live in the UK. We have no need. Yeah, it's colder there, right? So you don't have to worry about it. It does. In some parts of the UK, doesn't it rain a lot though? So I don't know. I don't know if the humidity is quite the same, but here it is super, super humid. Okay, here we go. It's morning. So let's get these guys to romance. So they need to get the little hearts above their heads. So the way that we're going to do that is by having them have a snack. So there you go. Eat the worm. Oh, I did it wrong. Click. Let's select you. And why don't you go eat worm number 1 over here? So the hunt is going to be on. And it's so cute. So you see they'll attack, and they all have different things they attack with. So the sparrow attacks with these little arrows. It's freaking adorable. Fairly, but it wouldn't be so green in those places. Look up pictures of Lake District sometime. Okay, Lake District. I guess my impression was always that it rained a lot in the UK, because the UK is known for having lots of beautiful gardens. So I guess I kind of assume well, it must rain a lot there. Otherwise, how would you have all these gardens? People aren't watering their gardens all the time, or maybe they are. Maybe the UK wastes a lot of water, and that's why. So I guess I always just thought it was relatively rainy there because of the whole English garden, aesthetic with all the plants and things. But maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I've never been to the UK. I would like to go someday. Someday. Okay. So now they have hearts since they ate the worms. So let's, oh, we have a bubblegum. All or nothing. It either rains all day or bakes the soil dry. Oh my gosh, that sounds awful. Here it basically just rains all day. We don't have a lot of times where it's not raining. There's food in the UK all set up. Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, that's something else that's a recent development in my, oh, he got off there. Okay. No, don't land back there. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so that's another thing in my recent life development that's kind of funny. My husband decided that he wanted to lose a little bit of weight, and so he has been doing a low carb diet. And they freaking work. Low carb diets work for all the criticism that they get. They freaking work. And he's the main cook in the house. So what that means is that even though I'm not technically on a low carb diet, I've been, eating a lot of low carb as well. One of the things that we had to change to really get into the low carb mindset was a lot of the sauces that he was cooking with, because they, sauce, they put sugar. They put sugar in sauces that don't need it. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But we had to replace a lot of the sauces that we were using. And one sauce, you know, that does not have a lot of carbs or sugar in it is Nando's Peri Peri sauce. So they actually do sell that here in the stores, and we had noticed it a few times, but we'd never ended up buying it. But then when this low carb thing started, we decided, oh well, let's buy this. Oh my god, I am now completely addicted to Peri Peri sauce. The lemon herb one is the best. Oh, here's the Sparrow Mints little dance. I'll be quiet so y'all can hear it. Very cute. Okay, so yeah, I am absolutely addicted now to Peri Peri sauce. So someday I've got to get out to the UK, you know, where I understand that they have Nando's, and try actual Nando's. Oh, I never read these. This is like the little story of the garden, but whatever. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your story. This is my garden with my story. Okay. Oh, it looks like something came and ate the flowers. That's fine. So we're gonna replant these seeds. So whenever something comes and eats the flowers, the seeds like pop out and you can replant them so you get the flowers again, which is nice. Oh, sours. So this is the other mechanic of the game, is you have to make the sours into friendly sweet pinatas. We have Nando's, they're everywhere. Yeah, we don't have the actual Nando's restaurants here, but now that I've tried the sauce, like I have absolutely got to have some Nando's. Like I want to try the real thing. Yeah, so he'll eat your seeds and it's annoying. Raisant, I love these guys. Oh my god, their little noises. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all hear their little squeak? I freaking love their little squeaks.
Here comes a Raisant.
Yeah, okay. Oh, so, okay. One thing for this version of the game, because Games for Windows Live is what it used to run on. Yeah, go away. Because Games for Windows Live is what it used to run on, and that's a defunct platform, like it doesn't exist anymore, we can't use the online features. Unfortunately, that sucks because there's things that you can do with the online features that make the game a lot easier that I would love to show off, but you know, they don't work anymore, so you can't do them. You just have to play this game solo, no online features, unfortunately. Okay, so now that we have romanced the Sparrow Mints once, you might think like, oh, well, they need to eat more worms to get the hearts again, and you can do it that way. But a better way to do it is to go to the village and go to the store and get some romance candies. So let's take a look at that. And for once you've romanced them once, you can romance the pinatas again and again by getting these candies. So remember, we want to do seven of each. So this is, you know, we have 3, so that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and then they'll eat the candies, and they can get the hearts that way. Yeah, that's fine. And like in the beginning of the game like this, it might not be worth it to get the candies to make them romance. Like you might just want to do whatever their requirement is. It might be easier for you or cheaper for you. If you've not made a lot of money in the game, but later on, it's far more expensive and time-consuming to, you know, get the, to make them do their whole romance requirement over again. Like, some of them have 3 or 4 things they gotta do. Oh my gosh, stop flying around! This is the freaking pathing with the flying ones. There we go. Now they're gonna romance again. So I'm just in the habit of getting the romance candies, even though like I have more worms, I could have them eat the worms and it would be fine, but I'm just in the habit of it. So that's what I do after I do the first romance, is that I just have them eat the candies, and I find that, you know, faster and easier to do. I think this is kind of easier with a mouse, maybe. Maybe I'll be able to do more of the mazes than what I can normally do. We'll see. I don't know. I doubt we'll get to any. Yeah, we probably won't get to any of the hard pinatas today. But But this is going pretty well, so probably stream next week again too. Now the Sparrow Mint's growing up. Aww. And then we'll just try to do the other romances for the sparrows as quick as possible. So yeah, I really want at some point to get to the UK and try out Nando's. If I ever make it there, that is definitely a goal, is to get to a Nando's so I can see how they do it. The way that we have been using the peri peri sauce pretty much is just like basting it on like some chicken or some pork and then grilling it. I don't know if that's how they actually make the peri peri chicken when they make it at the restaurant, but that's how we've been doing it. And it's worked out. It's worked really good. I really like it. It's like freaking delicious. So if y'all have not tried peri peri, if any of you guys haven't tried it, like go get the sauce. Go get the sauce from your grocery store. It's freaking amazing. All right, we'll get a new mouse, and then I bet you that Serapint is going to automatically go eat the mouse mallow. But the good thing about that is if we let this keep happening, is that you only can ever have 2 of one type of pinata become a resident. To get more, you have to breed, right? That came up in a pop-up earlier that I clicked through really fast because I already know how to play this game. So for that, once we get the second Serapint, then the other mouse mallows we have that we attract after that point won't get eaten. So we don't have to worry about it. So eventually we will have some mouse mallows that will just hang out and stay in the garden. And that'll be nice. Okay, so we're going to be waiting for morning again so we can breed some more Sparrow Mints. Well, I know one thing we can do. One thing we can do for tonight is let's go to the village and a Cost-A-Lot store for the moth drop that we saw. To get him to come in the garden, we need a light. And there should be a light in here. Yeah. So we can get... Go away. Little bubble. Firebrand.
Excellent.
So this is a light in the garden. You do have to kind of be careful with these. Like, I don't know like how much I'll keep this in the garden. Like I might just use it to attract the moth drop and then be done. Because it's fire, like it will actually set some of the pinatas on fire. You'll see. You'll see if that happens to any of them. It's kind of like it's sad. It makes them really sad, but it's kind of funny. So we'll hopefully see that when it happens. But it helps attract the moth drop. Like if we go into the journal here, I'll show you how that looks. You can see on the moth drops awards that it needs to visit, it needs to be nighttime, and then to resident, we need to have a light in the garden. So it'll come by at night with the light. So maybe we'll attract a moth drop before it gets to be morning. Okay, Seedos. Give me some more seeds. And later, you can buy seeds from the shop that we were just at, and later on in the game I probably will, as I want very specific seeds. But early in the game, when I'm just trying to get, more experience, and you do get experience for growing the different plants, I'll just get whatever random seeds, Seedos wants to give me, and grow those. And then the corn, come here. And these early seeds, again, like you do not have to water them. Yeah, there we go, moth drop. He's not super colorful as some of the other pinatas, but he's very cute. I like his design. I think it's nice. Hey, young Vegeta, how are you doing? We're here just chilling. It's talking about Viva Pinata and, various life updates. Yeah, gotta... Oh, what? Shouldn't have. I didn't think I planted anything that needed watering, but maybe. Oh, I see. The corn. Let's give you some water. So you really just want to get them to the middle right there. You don't want to get past that because if you go more water past that, it's going to get overwatered. So we don't want that. So we're just going to go. Oh my gosh, I love this game too. When it came out, I got completely obsessed. Completely obsessed. I was in college at the time and I would come home from class and just play it and play it and play it for freaking hours. I would spend hours playing this game. It was ridiculous. Most people don't remember it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people really don't remember this game. You know what I mean? Oh, you know something I just noticed? I thought I had this set up so that y'all could like that the chat like showed on the stream. Hang on. Let me just pause real quick. I want to fix something. I don't know what I'm doing. If y'all haven't noticed with oh, it's because OBS isn't connecting to the chat for some reason. I wonder why that is. Let me check something. Yeah, that's fine. Update. Settings. Yeah, it says error loading chat. Well, I don't know what that's about. So I'm so sorry. The chat's supposed to be showing on the screen because I was going to be, you know, uploading this to my YouTube channel afterwards, but it looks like that is not going to be a thing. They're not going to be able to see the chat. Oh well, that's okay. I'll have to just read the chats this time. Maybe I'll fix that next stream. We'll just continue. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I guess it was a launch title, wasn't it? I had actually kind of forgotten about that. I feel like I was playing it during the time that everyone was playing Gears of War. I don't know if that's accurate or if like the timeline is messed up in my brain. But I think everyone was playing Gears of War when I was playing Viva Pinata. Oh, Squazzle. Oh, these ones are so cute too. They also have a little squeaky noise. But yeah, this was a launch title. This was a launch title. This is the PC version, of course. It's really not any different though. Like, I mean, it lets you use a mouse. Oh, thank God, shovel upgrade. Let's see what this new shovel does. I don't remember what order the upgrades go in for like what you get to do with those.
Progress, but it's very slow.
Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, you can do seed holes. Okay, so that makes your seeds grow faster, which is pretty useful. You don't have to water them as much if they grow faster, right? So that's pretty awesome. Okay, where's the other? Okay, come here. Okay, and there's the other one with the heart. So go here. And let's romance. Oh. And maybe the Taffly will resident up? We can have him too? Is it on PC Game Pass? I'm pretty sure that it's not. I'm pretty sure that it's not on PC Game Pass. I feel like I looked for that at some point back and could not find that. This version that I'm playing right now was the one that was out for Games for Windows Live. Of course, Games for Windows Live doesn't exist anymore. It's a defunct platform, but there's some tutorials online that will help you out if you are interested in playing this game in a way for PC that still works. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing because I don't have a capture card to play this on Xbox or on 360. Which we have a 360. You know, I could be doing that, but no capture card. So I got the PC version working. Okay. Oh, is that? Oh, you need water. Oop.
Howdy, sweet pea.
That's not what I meant to click. Yeah, we can't even use the post office. Let's go here. Watering can. You're about to die. But don't worry, I'll revive you. Man, I was not paying attention to these plants, and I was just paying attention to romancing. That's okay. The plants aren't super important right now. It's really just all about the pinatas. Oh, let's eat a candy. Where's another sparrow? I know there's another one. Okay, Sparrow Mint, you eat a candy too. select you. And you can go romance with that one. Of course you would fly up there. You should. Oh my gosh, you should. If you go to the Viva Pinata subreddit, you will get all kinds of information about how to make this version work on the PC if you don't have your Xbox version. But yeah, if you're feeling this game, like, you should totally replay it. It is so nice and relaxing. Like, the reason why I wanted to start playing it is because I've been playing the hell out of Animal Crossing, right? But I've been playing it every freaking day. Every freaking day I've been playing Animal Crossing. And at some point, it's kind of like, you know, I need something still chill to do, like Animal Crossing. But I also need to, you know, play a different game. I can't play Animal Crossing 24/7. I mean, I can, but like not really, not like realistically. So that's what I was like, you know, I should play Viva Pinata again. And then since it's a PC version, I was like, well, let me try streaming again. It's been a long time since I've streamed. So I thought I should get it. How big can so you get 2 more upgrades. So we get 2 more upgrades on this garden eventually. So it gets pretty big. Like, it'll go all the way out to that bridge out there. And you can make as many gardens as you want. I really like to have... Oh, this is really useful. She'll become useful later. She can go capture pinatas for us. So yeah, how big can the garden get? We'll get 2 more upgrades. Yeah, Hunter. We'll talk about her later when we actually start to use her. What's happening?
Oh,
Bad luck?
You failed.
It didn't even load! It didn't even load! What the hell? That was a cheat. It didn't... Okay, well, whatever. How many Sparrow Mints do I have? I've lost count. I was not paying attention. Alright, let's go see. Resident Pinatas. Yeah, let's count how many sparrows I have. I have 5. And I think I have an egg. Oh, all the candies are eaten, so... Oh, but these guys didn't. They still have hearts, so they didn't romance. So let's try that again. Get... down. Get down. There we go. Hopefully it loads... Let's hope it loads fine that time. I've never had that happen. Yeah, I've never had that happen either. I have put so many hours in this game and I've never had like one of the mazes just not load. That was a super weird bug. Who knows? Who knows what I did to make that happen? 2 Elephantullas before I stopped playing. Oh, yeah, I have played and replayed this game a few times, but only ever the first time I played it did I actually get all of the pinatas. So I'm hoping a little bit. This is like a small internal hope of mine, but I'm going to voice it, which probably means it won't happen. But I'm hoping that maybe if I commit to streaming this, you know, every so often that by virtue of it being a stream, I'll actually get to the end of this game again, because I haven't since, you know, my very first playthrough like 4 freaking ever ago. All right, now we're going to get Master Romancer for the Sparrow Mint. Oh, and Seedos. Let me get some more seeds. Yeah, gimme, gimme, gimme. And I'll show y'all when I plant these seeds what it looks like when we do the seed holes, so you can see what that is. Okay, there we go. So let's dig some seed holes. Oh, that's an apple seed. Do I even want to do that? Do I even want to plant an apple tree? So I don't know. I probably won't plant the apple tree. I'll probably just sell that seed, because the thing is that later on you get shovel upgrades where you can like chop down trees that you planted, but that's a while. So I don't want to be like stuck with a tree that I don't really want in my garden for a long time. So I think I'm just gonna wait until I get that particular shovel upgrade to actually plant the apple seed. So what we'll do here is we'll plant these guys and then we'll water them. Oh, they're already, he's good. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, they don't need no water. So we'll sell this guy right here. I think I need to go to menu to sell him. Yeah. So we'll go back into cost a lot, and we'll go to the selling, and we'll sell that apple seed so we don't get stuck with a tree. Way back when I had the DS version, managed to get it, but that version was much easier to play. You know, the funny thing is I heard that, and I actually never played the DS version. I played this one, and I played the second one when that came out, but I never played the DS version of this game. But I did hear that it was easier. Oh, title upgrade. So when you get these title upgrades, that basically means you've unlocked some more stuff. So I'm now an experienced gardener. Cool. And new shovel. Hopefully this one lets me dig water so that I can fix some of those spots that are so messed up on my garden. Don't you tell me. I'm going as fast as I can. It's not a freaking race. Okay, so let's go to my shovel. I've dug too many holes. Let's fill you in. Can I? Oh, no, it still doesn't have. I think this is where the water is for tapping. Yeah, I guess I can't do that quite yet. I was hoping, but it looks like not. Why don't you go to the edge of the garden, Carrot? So those guys, the carrots and corn and stuff, they'll attract some different pinatas. So we'll get some more there. Did it register that I got the Sparrow Mint Master Romancer and I just missed the notification? Yeah, I did. Okay. So let's see, who do we want to do next? Who do we want to do Master Romancer for next? So one thing to note is that the pinatas here, like once you bred 7, like you don't need 7 in your garden because the only other thing you can do for them is get the variants, which I'll show later. So we really can, like, we can sell these guys. So we can sell these to cost a lot too. So let's sell some of these sparrows because you only get so many pinatas in your garden, so we wanna free some of that space up.
Good morning.
So let's sell some.
Sure you
It
don't
makes
want
me
to
want to
donate
stream this
presents,
game again. Yeah. Really? You started by streaming this game? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. That's pretty amazing. I love this game. It's definitely one of my all-time favorites. How many worms do we have too? Do we have a lot of worms? Let's sell a couple. I think I should have 7. I should have 5 worms. So that should be, I can sell 2 of them. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That's okay. We'll sell them in just a second. All right, so since we planted that that carrot, now we get the bunny comb. Yeah, my cat's not in here right now, but sometimes she comes to visit. Sometimes she comes to visit, just not at the moment.
Hello.
Okay, let's try that again. Sell some pinatas. Okay. So, Sparrow Mint, we're gonna, yeah, sell you, sell you, sell you, and let's find another Sparrow Mint to sell. There we go. And check out.
Got the life laundry.
There we go. Yeah, you can only have so many pinatas in your garden. At some point, it's gonna tell me that I have too many. So that's why I'm selling those, because I know I do not need them right now. I can smell petrichor. What is petrichor? Mine is a little kitten. Oh my gosh, how cute. We have 2 cats. I have a cat, and then my roommate also has a cat. His cat is a little bit younger than mine, but she's definitely past the kitten stage. But every once in a while, she still goes into like kitten mode and does that. The smell that comes. Oh, I didn't realize that was the word for that. Yeah. It was raining. It was raining really bad here the past few days. So maybe some of that storm has moved across the pond, and it's over towards you. Oh, badge sickles. These guys are so cute too. They have a really nice design. They're like purple and yellow. When I finally get around to getting one, you'll see. petrichor. Am I saying that right? Am I pronouncing it right? Petrichor?
If the garden is good enough for other nocturnes.
Yes. Okay, so because I have the moth drop, that's why the badge sickle's there. Oh, good. Oh, good. I guessed right. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me just, I feel like, let me just look at this again. Yeah, it's doing the seed hole. So I guess I didn't get, I guess I really didn't get enough upgrade to do the water holes. Well, dang it. Eventually I will. I don't know why. Badge sickle was my least favorite pinata. I don't know why. I don't know why either. Oh my gosh, I like my badge sickle. I think he's awesome. I'll eventually get one. Oh wait, what do I need to do for you, Shelly Bean? An apple seed. Oh, okay. Well, we can fix that. Let's go get you an apple seed so you don't freaking wreck my garden. The sour ones, they will drop sour candies, which if the other pinatas eat them, they will get sick, which we don't want them to do. We don't want them to get sick. I mean, eventually we'll have one that gets sick, I'm sure. Like, it's kind of inevitable. Eventually you do. And once we have that, I'll show you guys what we do to fix it. But I don't want that happening. I don't want that to happen. Okay, let's place it. There we go. Check out.
Okay, finish shopping for now.
Yeah. Okay, so hopefully he'll eat the apple seed. That's what they do essentially. The Shelly Beans, they eat seeds, and all the different sour ones will do different annoying things in your garden. Like they'll eat eggs or start fights or whatever. My last pinata was a Cinnamonkey. That guy was tough to get. I don't remember. Isn't for Cinnamonkey, don't you have to do the banana tree? I think that's how you do it.
Don't panic.
Oh, here's the doctor. So if a pinata does get sick, then it calls the doctor. So I guess that happens
Pinata is ready to check.
when the sour pinata first comes, regardless. But look, now he's gonna change, and then you can decide whether you want sour Shelly Beans to come to your garden. So we've got this tower of sour here, so I can go into this and turn them on or off. So it's on by default, so that means that none of the sour Shelly Beans are gonna come on, because I made one of them into a sweet Shelly Bean. And that's what he looks like now. And this is the sick pinata. I guess even though the sour didn't get a chance to really make him sick, because it's the first one, the game just automatically made one of my pinatas sick to attract the doctor. But anytime you do have a sick pinata, it's you can call the doctor and you pay, and then they fix it. Okay, shovel upgrade. That one said water. So let's go. Oh, I don't care about the story. Thank you. Shelly Bean is the cutest sour. I love him. I agree. I think the Shelly Beans are so cute. I also love the Mara Raccoon or Maca Raccoon. I can't remember how to pronounce that one. But the raccoon one. The raccoon sour is freaking adorable. I freaking love him. Okay, so let's fix this. So the way that we can fix these little spots is like these little ugly spots of just hard soil is we can dig a hole, and then oh, well, now that we dug some water, we've got a Licatobe. Oh, you're good. You're good, Vegeta. You can come and go as you please. Eventually, I'll make a water garden that has actually some water as the feature. Right now, we're really just trying to fix this so that it looks nicer. Okay, and then I can fill it back in. This is definitely much easier with a controller, because there's just specific buttons that you can like use. You know, there's more buttons right on the controller, so I don't have to like swap back and forth with this, with the way that it's got it here in the flower. It looks like I messed up a little here. Let's dig you back out and fill this back in. Okay, and then we can put grass back over this and it'll look much nicer. Now once we get past the stage of like where we've got all the expansions and we've cleared off all this trash, when you start another garden after this, you don't have to end up doing all of this to make it look nice. So that's kind of a benefit when you do the next garden. But when you do your first garden, like, because I'm like so worried about the aesthetics, because I'm so worried about the aesthetics, I feel the need to do this. You know what I mean? Let's see. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. I was trying to see if there was an easier way. Yeah, fill pond. Okay. So let's fill this. Let's try to find some of the other spots where we've got that hard soil still from whenever we very first cleaned up our little garden. I keep wanting to call it an island because I have played so much Animal Crossing lately. Oh yeah, that's something that that's a benefit of just digging randomly. Like if you want to, you'll dig up like candies that your pinatas can eat, and you'll dig up money and stuff like that. We'll get a little detector thingy later in the game to make that easier if you actually want to do all that. I typically don't bother. I typically don't bother. It is, oh my god, the aesthetic is so important. So I have to spend time doing all this tedious bullshit. Just because of aesthetic. There is no real benefit to this. The pinatas don't care if there's tiny little marks of hard soil all over the place. Like, they really don't. But I do. I care. I care about the aesthetic. Okay. Now there's like freaking puddles all over. All over my garden. Let's fill those in. And then we'll paint back over that with the grass packet. And there's all kinds of decoration items and stuff in this game too, that you can do, so you can like make your garden look really cool. I focus on a little bit of that aspect, but for the most part, I really like just collect the pinatas and make their little area nice. And you know, get them some items that I think, like in my imagination, right? In my imagination, they might like, but some people, like when this game was popular and out, like there were people that would like design these like amazing freaking gardens with all different kinds of things, with the fencing and stuff like that. I never got far enough for that. I always felt like, you know, I really just wanted to beat the game. So I didn't spend a huge amount of time, you know, doing that sort of thing. Let's drop you for now. Let's dig a little seed hole. Yeah, there are certain things that I am definitely faster when it comes to using a controller. So I'm hoping I can figure out why that's broken and fix it. So I had this working on a PC where you could use the controller once upon a time, but I'm actually playing on a different computer than when I last played this game. A totally different computer, so I don't know if it's like something with this computer in particular, and the other computer was just more okay with the controller in this game. You know, because this game is kind of older, right? And this is a newer computer than what I was playing on before. Oh, fudge hog! We get a little hedgehog pinata. You missed me messing with my aesthetic, Vegeta. That's what you missed. Me filling in the spots of this ugly, hard soil that was still there because it's like really difficult to beat it all down on your first garden. Of course, once we get all the expansions and all that good stuff, it'll be easier on subsequent gardens. But right now it's difficult. So what we're doing is digging out water, and then we're going to paint back over it with grass so that we get rid of all those ugly spots. And I'm probably going to miss some, but that's okay. That's okay, because we'll catch them later. We'll catch them whenever I see them. Grass. Oh my gosh, yeah. You missed the aesthetic, yeah. I do that too. Like it's very important. I don't want to see that that hard soil. It's not pretty. Not pretty. Since declaring mine out. Yeah, I'm super nitpicky too. So that's essentially what you missed. I was talking about how there's a lot of decoration. There's a lot of decoration in this game, which I didn't spend too much time on. I spend a little bit of time on decoration, but I would spend a lot of time on these like little nitpicky things of trying to make sure that like I thought the pinatas had the stuff that they wanted, and also that that I didn't have any of that ugly hard soil that you get rid of in the very beginning of the game. And there's 2 other spots. Okay. Let's go get the grass and fix that. Okay. So, do I have 2 mouse mallows? Maybe I can breed those guys next? Or did the Serapins just eat them all? I think I need more turnips for that. Pretty sure I don't have them. Let's just go make sure. Let's just go make sure I don't have any mouse mallows. Yeah, no, I don't. Okay. Let's go take care of that. Let's go buy some turnips. Well, first let's dig some holes to plant them. And then we will go buy those from our good friend Cost a Lot. I only got into it as more pinatas required more items to become residents. Yes, exactly. So I would do things like buy them items that I thought that the pinata would like, you know what I mean? But I never... no, I wasn't. I was trying to click on that. Let's try again. What was I doing wrong? I would get into it, you know, with that, but I never really like just decorated for pure decoration reasons. But I would be like, oh, this pinata likes this item. Let's, you know, make sure they're happy with that, and do like those sorts of things. Okay, check out.
Okay, finish shopping.
And then garden. Okay, so now we'll get some more mouse mallows, and we can breed those guys as well. What do the Serapins need to breed? Oh, they have to get a Lickitoad. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that in this garden. Oh, we'll do that later. We'll do that later. The only thing I set up spaces for in certain areas or the gardens when I was growing a lot of something. Yeah. That is definitely something that you can do to try to help ensure that the plants and stuff don't get eaten. Like there's fencing, and that helps with all of that stuff. But it really just depends. It really just depends on what you're growing and what you're trying to attract. Like these tafflies, the reason my flowers kept like, you know, getting dead essentially was because they were eating them. But now that I have 2, no more tafflies are going to come. So now my flowers are kind of safe from them anyway. Not from some other things that might eat them, but from the tafflies. They're safe from the tafflies. Okay. Let's see what else we can do. So another really funny thing that you can do in this game is you can give your pinatas you can give them a name. I think you do it in here. No, wait. Yeah, basic info. So if you go, it's kind of hidden, right? So if you go into basic info and you click, you get this naming thing. So we can give our pinatas a name. So what do we want to name? What do we want to name our worms? We've got 3 of them, and we're going to keep those 3. So we can go ahead and give them a name for those particular ones, and you'll see why in just a little bit. I think we've got far enough that I can show off this with the worms. I'm going to check something. Y'all put in the chat what you think I should name this worm while I look this up real quick. Y'all that have played this game, you know what I'm looking up. Y'all know what I'm looking up. Let's see. Yeah, we can do one of them. So we'll show that off. I'm so bad at names too. Oh my god. Okay, so we'll just do this. This is what I used to do. I would name them because he's a worm, so we're gonna name him Worm. And so I would name one of them Worm, and then the worms, I think when they fight, they do a fish hook. I'm pretty sure that's what they do anyway. So then what I would do is I would name like another one like fish hook. Let me just double check. What I think that's what they do. there is of course a Viva Pinata wiki, because of course there freaking is. There's a wiki for everything. So so it tells you all the stuff. Yeah, it is Fishhooks. So I would name him Fishhook. And then the candy that they're based off of, so all of them have like cute names based off of like a candy, right? So then I would name the other one the candy, which is Whirls. I think it's a candy in the UK. I'm not actually familiar with it. I'm not actually familiar with this candy, but this game is by Rare, so they're in the UK, so I think that's where it's from. So Whirls. Okay. And what we're actually going to do is show that variance checkbox that we saw at the beginning. So what we can do is we can change their colors. So depending on what you feed them, oh, there's a pinata on fire, so you can see what that looks like. If he lands, I'll help him. If he lands, I'll do the water cannon and help him out. But you can do these things called variants where you change their colors, and that's the other kind of piece of thing that you can do for the pinatas. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So all of them have some kind of candy that's related to their name. So we can't do the other two quite yet. I don't think we have the right items for it, but we can at least do that one, the purple one. They can get they can all do 3, and that you get experience for doing the variants as well. Give me some seeds, Seedos. Oh, Leafos, like who we talked to in the beginning, like she'll keep coming to your garden too, and she'll give you a bunch of tips. So if you're kind of like newer to the game and you don't really know what you're doing, she can be great. She can be great to help you out with that. What is that? Is that a hazelnut seed? I think it is. We're gonna sell that one. We're not gonna, because we don't want to build a hazelnut just yet. But we can. Let's see. Dig a hole and let's do our bluebell. Plant this one. Does it need to be watered? Let's see. I don't think I need to water the bluebell. Well, let's water it just a little bit. We get a better watering can later too, which will help with a lot of this stuff. I was a little late on him. I didn't water the Sparrow Mint quickly enough. He was flying around and they're like way too hard to track when they're flying. So I just let him fly around burning. Unfortunately, that hurts their happiness. So you do want to put that out if you can, but I didn't. Okay, we're gonna keep this a seed, and so we can get another one of these. Okay, this is another one of the worms variants. So we're gonna have him eat this, and he's gonna turn green. And there we go. We have a green worm and a purple worm now. Okay, and then you need to get sold before you plant yourself. I don't know if all the seeds do this. I don't remember, but I know some of the seeds will, like, if you just let them sit there, they'll like plant themselves. I know, like, there's bad seeds. You'll see that in a little bit. We'll show that off in a little bit. But I think even the good seeds, even like the regular seeds, will do that too. All right, experience for that variant. So now when we go into the journal and look at our awards, you'll see that those variants for those two guys as well. Yeah, so we get those 2 awards. So there's another one. So with the variants, unlike the Resident and Romance, like, it doesn't tell you, right? Like, you can't like scroll down here and find out what the variants are. Like, see how it says variant 1 and 3 because I discovered those, but it doesn't tell me what variant 2 is. Now I happen to know, and also you can check on the wiki. That's what I just double checked, that it goes that the other variant is a water lily seed, but I don't think I've unlocked those yet. Like let's go and take a look. Let's go and take a look if I've unlocked those. So once you've unlocked a certain seed, you can buy it from Cost a Lot here. But I don't think I have. Let's go look at our seeds. Oh my gosh, we've got so many. And, you know, just like the alerts, like, I have to clear this stuff out, right? I can't just let it sit. Yeah, we got watercress, but we don't have the water lily seed yet.
Thanks for calling.
So once we get the water lily seed, we can do our final one for the worms. Oh, here's Seedos. And sometimes Seedos will give you seeds that you haven't unlocked yet. Like, he'll give them to you a little bit early. He won't give them to you, like, crazy early, but just, like, a tiny little bit. So, it's good to talk to him for those seeds in that regard as well. And then I would always recommend, of course, growing the free seeds, even if you don't really want them in your garden, even if, like, you decide, like, okay, I'm just going to get rid of this, I don't want it. Then you can sell these flowers. Like, I'll show y'all that. Let me get these planted and then I'll show y'all that. Ooh. Well, I messed up there. I moved my mouse too fast. There we go. Okay. Let's give those guys a water. What do you look like? There we go. So, like, let's say that I don't want this daisy flower anymore. I can do this. I can come here. I can, let's see, let's do the tap. So I can tap the flower and it'll all kind of come apart. And then what I can do is I can sell each individual piece and you can make, like, slightly more money. Like, it doesn't really matter too much when it comes to these like daisies and stuff. Like, they don't sell for a lot. But when you get, like, the better stuff, like, it can make kind of a difference in your wallet. So let's sell both this and then check out. And you got to do it kind of quick because the flower head won't disappear, but the flower itself will. And you can saw a seed. You can see it's like a seed didn't come out of that one. That might be because I have too much stuff in my garden. Or it's because that flower has been sitting there for a while. But I might have too much stuff in my garden, which definitely happens. That in the early game, you end up with, like, way more than what you can really house in your garden. That's pretty normal. That's pretty normal. Okay, we got another mouse mallow. Okay, we need another turnip so we can get a second one. So let's do that. Go buy that from Cost a Lot. And once we get a second mouse mallow, then we can breed those guys and get their awards as well.
Found what you want?
Yeah, so we're just gonna buy a turnip. I was gonna plant it, but then I was like, as I was going through it, I was like, nah, I'll just buy a turnip. Let's be lazy. Oh no! I clicked the wrong button. So part of the reason why I like chill games like this that are just kind of like, you know, designing and stuff like that is because I'm really bad at games. Okay, maybe we should do the seed. Maybe that was a sign and we should just spend less coins and plant the seed. There we go. Now we check out.
Looks like I need to order some new stock. Ready to pay for the things you've chosen?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay. So now that's planted. While we're waiting on that to grow and attract the other mouse mallow, we can go ahead and build their house. Because if we're going to romance them, they at least need a house. So we're going to do that. Let's put their house over here. Sure. And once this expands, these houses are all going to look super cramped. So what I typically do is, like, demolish all of these and rebuild them once we get those expansions. But for now, we just have to concentrate on getting more experience so that we can level up and get those expansions. Say, Vegeta says, I'm all about my RPGs and FPS, but games like this are my guilty pleasure. For me, this is like my pleasure, right? No guilt. FPSs are definitely not my jam. I mean, I've played them and I can play them all right, but but I'm just not, it's like too high stakes for me. It's like too high stakes. You know what I mean? Like you can't just pause it and walk away when it comes to FPSs, because a lot of times like you're playing online with a whole bunch of other people. So you just kind of have to like keep going. Like it's a lot. It's a lot for me. Exactly, Ty. There's no such thing as a guilty pleasure. If you like it, you like it. I do play a lot of RPGs though. I do play a lot of RPGs. I feel like the landscape though has changed a lot when it comes to RPGs. A lot of those are higher stakes, you know, now that that the consoles and the computers and the machines can really handle more. You really don't see a lot of turn-based RPGs. You know, when I was growing up and in my college days and kind of that and high school time and kind of that time, it was all about the turn-based RPGs. It was all about the turn-based RPGs. And those really kind of don't exist anymore. It's really just about action RPGs. So, you know, those are a little bit different, but I do still enjoy some of those. Oh, I told y'all I would show you like inside the houses with them in there. So like this is when they're all in there. It's like so cute. It's so cute. They're all hanging out in their house. And they all have very unique ones. Like, let's go look at the Sparrow Mints so you guys can see what that looks like. Oh, I have too many Sparrow Mints. I need to sell some. See, they're all hanging out in the house. Now, only 5 can fit in the house at once. So if you have more than 5 a different type of pinata, they won't go inside. Those ones that don't make it in, they'll sleep outside. But you can get up to 5 in here, and there's 5 slots that they can be. So cute. So cute. Yeah, I need to sell some of those guys. I need to sell some. But yeah, these games are the best. I think the other game that I'm super into is probably Pokemon. I played the hell out of the new Pokemon when it came out. It might be because, so Vegeta just said the game looks super different on PC and just now seeing it. So it does look super different, but I also went in like to some of the config files and the INI files and messed with stuff so that it would look good. Like this game is not even in 1080p. It's not even in 1080p. So like I went in and messed with those settings so that it would look a little bit nicer on stream for you guys. So something to keep in mind. It doesn't natively look like this. It looks a lot worse before I went in and messed with those settings. So don't judge it purely by this. Is this Sparrow Mint? I want to make sure that I sell Sparrow Mint 1 because it doesn't have my tag, which I know is like super neurotic and crazy, but I want to make sure that when I go to sell that I sell that one. Yeah, that I sell this guy. Oh, there's the automatic sell. Okay, so I know I want to sell you. Oh, and he's 302 instead of 300, which is his base cost because he's really happy. So as they get older and if they stay happy, they'll sell for slightly more. So something to note. Okay, there we go. I'm learning how to play this thing with a mouse. I'm learning. It's just taking me a little time. So yeah, so why this might look super different than what you remember is because I went in and messed with the settings. Like I made sure that it would look nice. Noticed a few things. What did you notice? So when I've replayed this game, I've replayed it on PC. So the past couple times I've played it on PC. So I might not be noticing some of the differences in how it looks, except of course for the quality. Okay, Mouse Mallow. We're gonna breed you next, but what do you need to romance? Let's see. Oh, I went in about it the wrong way. We want your encyclopedia entry, not your individual entry. Resident romance. So he has to eat a daisy seed or a buttercup seed. Okay. So we've already got his house. Cedos, will I get lucky and you'll just give me one? Will you just give me one? Oh no, that's a poppy. What else? I didn't see what that was. Oh, it's corn seed. Third one, third time's the charm. Daisy or buttercup? Nope. Hazelnut. Okay, well, we're gonna sell this. Yeah, actually, I don't want to bother with planting these guys. I've got enough flowers. I don't want to crowd up the garden. We're just gonna sell these.
My shopkeeper.
Okay, and we'll go buy a daisy seed for our little mouse mallow. But on the Xbox you can actually see little strings of paper that you... Oh, yeah. They do. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they do look more, more feathered on the Xbox. The pinatas are flat, yeah. I might can mess with the settings and make them look a little bit more feathered. I wonder if that's in my settings, because I didn't mess with the settings inside the game too terribly much, but I know they have some settings for the texture detail. I wonder if by default that just got turned way down. Okay, what are we buying? Oh yeah, we're buying some Buttercup Seeds. And we don't want to plant it, we just want to place it. So we're going to place that. Check out. Oh, I forgot to hit yes. Actually, before we do that, let's go look at that setting. No, I think maybe it's in the pause menu. Let's see. Video settings. Frame resolution, brightness. Oh, you gotta do it at the title menu. Well, that's fine. I don't care so much right now. But I can look at that later. Okay. Back to buying a Buttercup Seed.
Good morning.
Bye.
An excellent.
But that's probably what that is. You're good, and you don't have to call me ma'am. I'm not old or anything. I'm not old. So you don't have to say ma'am. Check out.
Okay, finish shopping for now. Finally. Sorry.
Okay. And then let's go back to the garden. All right, where's my mouse mallow? Yeah, but there is a texture detail setting, I'm pretty sure, in this game. I bet it's just turned to like the medium default setting or something like that, so I can probably fix that next time. Oh, he got distracted. So that's something that can happen with the pathing in this game. So because the Suripint is right there, and of course that's a natural enemy of the mouse mallow, if it gets too close to a Suripint, it's going to freak out and be upset. Like you can see, it's like, ah! So that can kind of screw with its pathing if if that happens. Let's just move. Let's move you. Let's move this seed over here. Drop it. And then now we can go to it without the Suripint getting distracted. There we go. So now he'll get a little heart above his head too. And once we get another mouse mallow, we can do the same thing, and then we can breed those guys too.
Did you know the coconut is...
Oh, turnip seed? I could never stop the Suripints from eating the mouse mallows. Yeah, you can't really. Like, you really can't stop them. They just kind of do it, and like the only way to really stop them is just to have mouse mallows and Suripints in the same freaking garden. Like, so that's typically what I do. Is I just have them in the same garden, and that's how it goes, because you can't stop them. It's such like a futile endeavor. I'm so sorry. From the south. From the south too. I'm in South Carolina. So I totally understand. Totally understand the ma'am reflex. It's no big deal. I just gathered all the achievements for each one separately. Yeah, I would just keep them in the same garden. Like, hopefully I'll keep playing this and you guys will see how I typically do this, but I'm trying to finish the expansions first. But then once I do that, I'll set up like different gardens for the different groups of pinatas, and based on like which ones eat which ones, I'll put them in the same garden. Oh, I know one thing I can do to get a whole bunch of experience right now, super early. Let me get my shovel. Let's oop, come here. Let's tap this flower. Oop. I want to tap to kind of break that up. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Suripint. That's not what I meant to do. Whatever, I'll plant the seed again. I didn't mean to get the Serpent variant. I so meant to, like, do something else, but whatever. It gets me experience. It gets me experience anyway. It's fine. Let's do it to this Buttercup.
Gardening is
There's expansions. Oh no, I mean the garden expansions. Sorry. I wish, oh my god, I wish. That would be so amazing if there was DLC for this game. I would absolutely buy that, but no, there never was. I remember, like, after the second one came out, and there was even, like, rumors that they were going to make a third one, but, like, last I understood it, Rare basically said that's never happening. We're never doing that. We're never coming back to this franchise, which is really freaking sad. I do think that this franchise has a lot of potential, and they easily could come back to it, but my understanding is they're not gonna. Not sure, but did you ever get the four-headed serpent? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I've seen all the pinatas in this game, so there's no spoilers as far as I'm concerned. And I mean, this is a very old game at this point. I mean, it was like, what was it, like mid-2000s when it came out or something like that. So honestly, like, I'm not too worried about spoilers because I feel like for most of you guys, you either know this game and you played it and it's fine, or you don't. And really, like, it's all about, you know, taking the time to do the things, right? There's no story or anything that we're going to spoil here. All right, so Candies. So this is another thing that can happen. You can feed certain things to certain pinatas to, like, make literal new pinatas. So not just variants, but, like, another species. So the Sparrow Mints, if they eat the buttercups, then they become Candies, and that's a good way to get a lot of experience early in the game, is to get the Candies. So, you know, since we don't have 2 mouse mallows yet to breed those, let's get some Candies going. Let's build their house so that we can breed some of those guys and get their master romancer and stuff and get all their experience, because they're one of those, you know, ones that you have to do like that. They're a little bit, I feel like they get you more experience. So let's build their house. There we go. So we'll come do that. This game could really built on if Rare tried. I totally agree. I really think that, you know, seeing the success that Animal Crossing has had, I really don't understand why Rare totally dropped this franchise. Like, I don't get it. I don't get why they think there's no reason to keep going with this franchise, but they clearly don't. They've not changed their mind on that as far as I know. So I would really love to see a Viva Pinata 2, or sorry, Viva Pinata 3. I'd love to see them reverse that, but they haven't. All right, I see some other people in here. So hi, Commander Root, and hi, Drian34. I know you haven't spoken, but I see your names listed. How are you guys doing? We're just kind of hanging out here playing some Viva Pinata, talking mostly about that, but also talking about some life updates and things like that. Let's see, there's things like Rhyme Journey, Last Guardian. There's a lot of room for more whimsical games right now. I agree. I mean, I really think that these type of games, these more whimsical games, are really are fine. Like, they're marketable, they're sellable, all that good stuff. So I really don't know. I don't know why Rare feels this way. I'm sure there's some kind of internal something to their company that I don't know that explains this. But of course, I'm just over here like, but I love this game, make another one. And in the second game, like, there's so much that they expanded on, and it's so cool. And I feel like they could have done a lot. Like, we could have had underwater pinatas. We could have had so many more environments, because they sort of had additional environments in the second game. So I would have loved to see them expand on that. But they didn't. So, you know, we just have this one and the DS one, and then Viva Pinata 2. And that's all we have. Let's see. I want to go look. Can't remember what the Candies needs to romance. What do you need to romance, Candies? Getting lots more pinatas. So we have more pages in here now. Let's see. He has to eat a yellow flutterscotch. Oh, okay. So I have to actually attract flutterscotches. Fun. You know, it's funny. It's funny with the Candies because the way that you can create them initially is by changing the Sparrow Mints. You can actually get the Master Romancer achievement, like little award thing, before you get the Romancer award, which is just really funny to me. Let's see. And considering this game is based on the show, which is still running, they could definitely keep moving forward. Are they still making episodes of that show? I mean, I was too old for that show when it first came out. So I never watched it. I watched like maybe one episode just to see what it was about and to see if it was, if it was any good. But it was kind of like, the target audience was clear and it was not me. So I never really watched it beyond just a very, tangent awareness that it existed. I didn't even realize that they were still making new episodes of it. So that's a little bit crazy. That's a little bit crazy if they're still making new episodes that we're not getting. We're not getting a new game. You would think that they would. You would think that they would. Think that those two things would go together, like really tied in. Oh, Miss Batula. We'll get to her later too.
Oh joy.
She has a whole thing with accessories and with there's some pinatas you can purchase from her. So we will get to that later. But right now, let's make another Candies. Let's see. I see a Sparrow Mint flying up there. Land! Land! Okay. There we go. Let's make another one of you. And we can romance them. Yes, kids show on basic cable. Yeah, I mean, I definitely remember them coming out with the show. I just didn't realize it was still running. I feel like that's been a long freaking time. That's been a long freaking time if that show is still running. Because this game came out and I want to say like 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. It was somewhere around there. Like mid-ish 2000s, I want to say. So long freaking time. Okay, so how do we want to tackle this? I think for the flutterscotches, what do you have to do to actually get the flutterscotches to resident? I can't freaking remember. I know it's something to do with the daisies and flowers. I know it's something to do with those flowers. Let's see. Oh, 2 daisies. Oh, we gotta have 4 daisies. Okay, let's go plant a bunch of daisies. Because we gotta have 4 of them apparently, so that's why we haven't gotten any residents, because I only have the 2. Okay. Oh, no, we want the shovel first. Let's dig a little hole. Dig a little hole. Okay. And we need 2 more daisies.
Hello.
And we'll see. Then we'll breed some Candies and see how much experience that gets us. Hopefully a good amount so we can kind of...
Found what you want? How about taking a few?
No, I don't really want that. That's not what I meant to click.
I wish you'd stop changing your mind.
You know what? Don't tell me what to do. Daisies. Yeah, all of these characters, it's kind of fun, but all of these characters have little personalities, so like cost a lot. She's kind of rude. And she's married to Willie, who's the builder, and he's kind of chill and a little bit lazy.
Finally.
Okay. You know what? I don't gotta listen to your sass. They all have little personalities and stuff, so that's kind of fun. But honestly, like, I don't pay a huge amount of attention to that. I'm really just trying to build my garden. But it is fun. Their little personalities are fun. Costs a lot as an attitude. Yes, oh my god, her attitude is crazy. Her attitude is crazy. Like, if this was real life, there was no way. People would not shop at her place. She's too rude. Okay. I do think I'm getting dangerously close to having like too many pinatas. So hopefully I will get more experience soon. I might have to sell some of these guys, which you can use Gretchen Fetch'em to go get pinatas that you've already had residented. Like she'll go capture them for you. Oh yeah, that's because the Candies. So like once you've gotten a pinata once, like you can always easily get it again. It just costs chocolate coins to go do that. Okay, let's see. See what we want to do next. Okay, those are coming along. Wonderful. Because I feel like, don't I only have one Sparrow Mint now? Like, shouldn't I automatically... Oh no! Fire! Shouldn't I automatically, like, get another one? There we go. See how that made him happy? I put it out. For the Sparrow Mints, like, I think I only have one now. Like, I think I should automatically get another because I have worms, right? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I just have one. So we should end up with another. But I think the issue is that I probably have too many pinatas for the space that I have. So that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Maybe what we do, like maybe we sell this guy. Oh, nope, I don't want to sell the poppy. I want to sell... No, whatever. It can't seem to get... No, don't sell the poppy. I guess because he's asleep on the poppy. They stop showing after a while. Yeah, I know, they do stop showing after a while. If you have too many pinatas in the garden, pretty much that's what will happen. And you've noticed, like, I've not gotten another mouse mallow, even though that turnip's been there for forever. Oh. I have worms. I have worms! Feel free to take that out of context and post it somewhere. Okay, let's sell the Shelly Bean. He can go. It's fine. Check out. Yes. Let's see. Some of these I don't want to sell though because they'll just keep coming. You know what I mean? Like, if I can sell the tafflies, but like they'll keep coming so long as I have flowers. So I don't really want to like bother with constantly having to keep them out of the garden, constantly selling them, replanting, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go download the game right now and see if my gardens are still there. You do it. If you're doing it on your Xbox, I wonder if they would be. I wonder if it would be tied to your gamer tag. I assume so. I assume so. So that would be really interesting. Let me know. Let me know if you still have yours on your Xbox. Because I wonder if I still have mine. You know what I mean? I wonder if like I went and redid it on the Xbox and like re-signed into my old gamer tag if it was still there. That would be so funny. Okay, he's awake now. He's awake! I can sell him. Just move. Oh, no. He went right back to sleep. There we go. There's a flutterscotch. So these can go in all the rainbow colors, so we gotta make a yellow one for the Candies. They're so big, chance they're all there. Yeah, I think they probably are. I think they probably are all there, you know? There we go. Now he's not on the poppy anymore.
Got the light laundered.
Yep. Okay. And let's go ahead. Let's sell the firebrand so we don't end up getting more of those guys. Yeah, sell. Check out.
Are you selling? 'Cause I'm buying.
Oh, that got rid of my grass. Can't have that. We cannot have that. There we go. Okie dokie. So now we've got more room for more pinatas. Okay, let's make you yellow. Is that... Where's the buttercup? Actually, let's put you away. Is that a buttercup? When they're all closed up at night, I can't quite tell. I should probably just wear my glasses, but who wants to do all that? Not me. Not me. I see okay. I see okay. But I don't wear my glasses. I keep right-clicking because on the if you use the controller, like smash versus tap is just another button, you know? I keep forgetting I have to like actually select that blue button there. Okay, there we go. Let's pick you up. you go and eat this. There we go. Yeah, I really think if you go and you download it again on your same gamer tag, I bet they are all there. Sweet, that got me some more experience too. Yeah, even though these flutterscotches, it's kind of weird the way that they work because they're kind of like variants. Like the flutterscotch has no variants technically. It has like 7 variants. So the way that the game does this is with like totally different species. Like I'll show you all what this looks like in the journal. Even though they're not really different species, like they can, you know, they can still like breed and stuff. Like that's the way the game like mechanically treats it. Like if we go over here to the flutterscotch, you can see like no variants, but you get this totally other species instead. Even though they're still flutterscotches. It's so weird. It's so weird, but that's how it does it. Are the Candies in the house? Where'd the Candies go? Where'd they go? I guess they must be inside their house. Let's see. Yeah, we might have to... They come out during the morning. And we can do that. But since we turned him yellow, that means we can now get 2 more white flutterscotches, whereas when we just have the white one, you can only attract 1 more white flutterscotch. Oh, we leveled up enough to get the next sour sherbet. Yeah, you can see like he'll make your pinatas sick, so you don't want to get him attacking your other pinatas. I think I try to remember. I don't remember how you get rid of those. How you make them into the sweet ones. Let's go look. Sour Shelly Bean, Sour Sherbet. What do you do for him? Oh, he has to eat a jack-o'-lantern. Ooh, I remember how to do that. I remember how to do the jack-o'-lantern. Let's see if I can make... Let's see if I can get a pumpkin seed. Give me a pumpkin seed, Seedos. Yes. I knew he would give me one. I knew it. So we're gonna plant that, and then we're gonna make a jack-o'-lantern. All right. Oh, I meant to hit menu, not information. Go away. Menu. Let's dig that hole there. We're not gonna, that's a blackberry seed right there. We are not gonna plant that. We're just gonna sell it. We don't need that.
Got the lifelong.
Yeah. Okay, watering can. I know that that pumpkin seed is gonna need some tending to, some watering. It's not gonna survive all the way through its growth cycle. Oh. There we go. Dig the hole. Let's plant you. Actually, we should probably sell this corn. Eventually, like if you let produce just kind of sit there, it'll eventually like rot and just look really gross. So let's go ahead and sell it because I think it's going to be a minute before we have something that wants to eat that corn. Go, pumpkin, go. And my game is done. Time to check. Yeah, let us know. Let us know. Watering Xenos nets you better seeds, if I remember correctly. Is that true, or was that one of those things that like people just said? There was a lot of things about this game that people would say is true, and then it turned out like it really was not when you dug into the code. And I thought that was one of those things that was like not really true. There we go. Now we got Bart. So I'll show you all what Bart does because this is how we're going to get a jack-o'-lantern. Okay. So he's one of the NPCs, so just like the others, we're gonna go into the village, and then I always picked gold just because I never wanted him to mess up, but watch, like he'll gold, and then you pick like what you want him to mess with. So he's going to mess with this pumpkin and turn it into a jack-o'-lantern. Okay.
Very well then.
Yes. There we go. And then when the Sherbet does actually come to my garden, he'll already have a jack-o'-lantern there. So hopefully he'll just eat that and then be happy. Okay, yes. Lol, I remember they said there was a queen version of the raisin, which turned out to be absolute nonsense. Oh my god, I remember that rumor too. There were so many, like, stupid rumors when it came to this game. Like, you do your shovel this way, or you water this, or you do that, and it, like, does different things, and it's just not... It just turned out to be, like, so not true. So not true. But so I don't remember as far as the watering, if that was like anything, or if CDOS just like liked being watered. But I do remember that queen raisin rumor, and then it was so not true. It was so not true. People would just say all kinds of weird things. But like that's happening for Animal Crossing too. Like people have all of these things that are just not true that they'll say about Animal Crossing. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Super bizarre. All right. I think we're going to try to attract and get the Sherbet to go to Sweet Up, and then we'll probably call the stream at that point. I can only stream for so much. I only have so much energy in me for this sort of thing, right? But this is super fun, so I definitely think I'm going to be doing this again very soon. Oh, the Candies are up. Let's, come here, Candies. Okay, we're gonna have to get you off of that. Oh, he did it on his own. Oh, come here. The flying ones are so annoying, y'all. The flying ones are so annoying in this game. Oh, the pathing in the second game got way better, but in this game, it's like really annoying. Oh my gosh, why did you land there? Why'd you land there? Okay, y'all, I let y'all sleep all night. So you're gonna come and eat this flutterscotch. Come here. Now I gotta get the flutterscotch to land. Oh my god. 5 gardens, what was I doing? Oh, 2006. Yeah, that feels right. 2006. Because I thought I was still in college at that time. The 2006 feels right. Yeah, I mean, when I play this game, because I want to have like all the pinatas, right? Like I got to collect them all. So I will end up with like 10 plus gardens, like a freaking ton of gardens. Like, as I keep going with this, you guys will see what I mean. Okay. Come here, Candies, and go to the flutterscotch. There we go. I think, like, I need to sell... I want to sell this guy. Yeah. We gotta make some more room, because pinatas just aren't coming along like I feel like they should. Like, another mouse mallow should have come along, but it didn't. Oh, there's another Sparrow Mint. Oh, good, good, good. So I'm selling enough of them. Yay. Good job. One of them was named Bird Paradise. Yeah, I would name them stuff like that too. Like, I've got my old list somewhere. I gotta go find it in my Google Docs. My old list of like what pinatas I wanted in each garden, because you know I'm like that, right? I'm like that. I have a Virgo ascendant, so I'm like that, and I have to go dig that up so I can remember which pinata is supposed to go in each garden. You know. At some point, once we finish the expansions and I actually, you know, decide, okay, time to make multiple gardens and figure out what goes in what, you know, and all that good stuff. But eventually, and I had like one that had a lot of birds in it, like it had a buzzing and I think in an eagle air or something like that. It had my Candies in it, I'm pretty sure, and it was called Aviary, and I called that one Aviary because it was, you know, it was all of my birds. And, okay, there's this flutterscotch. Yay! Let's make you yellow. So, you know, as we kind of go through this, you guys will see. The only thing, like, I think I'm probably going to try to be streaming on Saturdays at some point. Like, I can't really commit to a specific schedule because the problem is Saturdays is also the day that I have for, you know, making my videos. So that's when I do like all my filming. Most of my video editing happens then. Most of my scripting happens then. Scripting kind of happens throughout, but definitely filming happens. So like I did a bunch of filming today before I started this. So depending on how behind I am on my videos for YouTube really depends on if I can stream or not. You know what I mean? So it really just depends, but I'm hoping that I can kind of start doing some Saturday afternoon streams like in general, you know, and kind of keep up with that. I think that would be really nice and fun because there's a lot of aspects that I really like to streaming and hosting and, you know, just having a chance to like talk to you guys that's not, you know, super planned. Because my videos are super planned because they're, you know, they're educational. So I really want to make sure that I'm delivering the best information for you guys. But there's something to be said for just getting a chance to chat, you know, where it's not like, you know, sourced and researched and, you know, explaining my different experiences and things of that nature. So it's nice. It's nice. I would definitely be here if you streamed. Well, thank you, Vegeta. I hope so. I've got a few things that I need to resolve first. Like, I don't understand why the chat's not loading in OBS. So I've like really got to fix that. I want the controller to work. I don't really understand why that doesn't work. So I'm really hoping that I can find some resolutions on some of those problems. And then we can easily make this a thing that we do. And it'll probably be Viva Pinata for this foreseeable future because it's a game I really love. It's a game I know a lot about, so I can talk over it without like, you know, having to be too hyper focused on the game itself. Because I've just played it so many times, and so that would be really easy. My gardens are packed. Yeah, probably. I mean, if it's from your gardens that you were playing in 2006, then I mean, I'm sure they look like crazy. Because I know by the time you end that game, you end up having like so much stuff in your garden. That's how it looks. Okay. Let's see. Get out of your house. It's time to romance. It is time to romance. Oh. It's not what I'm trying to click on. I'm trying to click on the Candary, not the candy. Ugh, it keeps clicking on the candy. There we go. All right. So we'll do their maze. So you really only have to romance the Candaries once because then you just basically keep changing your Sparrow Mints over into Candaries and you end up with 7 of them and that gets you the Master Romancer. So the way the Master Romancer functionally works is really that you have to have 7 of a certain kind of pinata. So for a lot of pinatas, dang it. Nope, I still suck at these mazes, even with a mouse. So for a lot of the pinatas, you know, the best way to do it is just to romance them over and over until you get 7 of the pinatas. But for some of them, it'd be the ones like this where you do the transformations. It makes sense to romance them once to get the Romancer achievement, and then go through and just keep transforming them and do it that way. Yeah, so we got another one of the Sparrow Mints. Good. I love their dance. All right, so if you ever want to watch those dances again, by the way, when you romance them, like you can watch the dance again. Like there's an option to do it. It just doesn't pop up by default. Oh no, I played it very recently. Oh, okay. Yeah, I totally understand. Like, when you first play this game, it's a little bit overwhelming before you kind of get into all of that. They all have these ridiculous romancing dances. Yeah, the Candary one's a pretty good one. It's a pretty good one. It's It's very like, you know, rock and roll, like, yeah. It's really fun. Okay, let's get some more romance candies and make some more. Well, actually, let's do it. What's the fastest way to do this? Yeah, let's romance some Sparrow Mints to get some more of them, and then we'll transform them. And that'll hopefully get us enough experience to get the sherbet.
Looks like I need to order.
Oh, dang it. I keep missing that last click. I'm like just so used to doing this with the controller, and it works just a little bit differently when you're doing it with the mouse. So the hope is that next time I'll have the controller working. So check out, and yes, now we can go back to the garden. Okay. Yeah, I think this only 2 more petals to the next level, so hopefully the Candiary Master Romancer will get it. Oh, you know, I wonder if we leveled up enough to get the lily seeds, because we can use that for a worm variant. We do have some new ones. Let's see. Oh, no, not quite yet. Not quite yet. That's okay. Let's get you guys out of your house. No, not what I meant to click. This guy. Let's get you. Get off there. Sparrow Mint. Let's get you to eat a candy. We'll romance you guys again. Oh my gosh. The flying ones. There we go. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like I said, they fixed this in the second one, but that doesn't do anything for us today. And the first game, of course, has a PC version, so that's what we have access to. But I do wish at some point they would have patched the pathing issue. I assume it was more complicated than that. You know, it wasn't something they could just make a patch to make it better. But that was one of the frustrating things, is with these flying pinatas, getting them to go. Okay. Come and get me. Yes, I am. There we go. And we'll romance them again so that we have like a few more Sparrow Mints. Okay. Oh, why are you... Did I mess up watering with this one? It looks like I did. So if you don't water them when you really should, then they end up dried out like this, and they just look ugly. So let's sell this guy. Yeah. We don't want that ugly looking flower in our garden. And when they're dried out, they don't do anything for you anyway. So there's just no point. There's no point in keeping the dried out ones. Okay. Come on, bring the egg so we can romance again. Oh, there's some more spots. There's some more spots I missed. I'll have to get those later. Okay. After it drops the egg, there's always like a small delay before you can actually select them. Like ever so slightly. And on the when you're using the controller, I'm like fast enough at it that I'm always like, select, select, select. Oh, don't fly in there. Of course you're gonna. Of course you're gonna. Oh, he's back. Okay. Let's romance again. There we go. All right. And then we can transform those guys into some Candiaries. and get Master Romancer for that one. And hopefully that is enough experience for the Sour Sherbet. And then I'll feel pretty good about the progress that we've made today. There's, I think, 6 or 7 sours in total. Is kind of a lot, but that's kind of the progression through the game, like the challenge of the game, is getting those sours sweetened up. All right, looks like it busted this flower and then didn't eat it. That's weird.
Got the life laundry?
There we go.
My shopkeeper said.
Yep. We'll just sell that. We'll just sell that. Okay. Where's my buttercups? So we're just gonna make both of these guys, both of these Sparrow Mints, I think, into Candies. I think that's a good plan. See, tap this one. Okay, there we go. I wonder what I should have for dinner today. Starting to get a little bit hungry. Starting to get into the afternoon. There we go. 2 more Candies. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 now. So we need 6, 7 more. So we will change those ones that we have into it. Into the Candies. Let's see what their house looks like. I'll show you guys. Oh, they're not inside. I thought I saw them inside, but they're not. Was one just flying inside? Oh no, there's one in there now. So this is what the Candies house looks like. It's cute. I mean, it looks kind of like a bird nest. It looks very similar to the Sparrow Mint, except it's more like the toys, right? Like the toys that you would find in a bird that somebody owned. So it's really cute. Okay, and more sparrows are coming. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. This is all good stuff. Let's clear out these guys. So yeah, what I did before this, essentially, before I started this, was a bunch of filming for July. Welcome back. Was a bunch of filming for July. So I've got I'm really excited about some of the videos that are coming out for you guys. Got some really cool ones. As usual, I'm going to be announcing at the beginning of July to my patrons everything that's for sure coming out. And one of the topics this month, you know, as usual, was a requested topic by one of my patrons. So if you guys want to get on that, my Patreon should be linked in the description. I think it is. I think I fixed that for Twitch so that it's down in there. If you guys are interested in that sort of thing. But I'm really excited. We're continuing still the Zodiac series. So towards the end of this month, of course, the Cancer one will be coming out because I always, you know, do them at the beginning of the season. But that's going to be the 6th one. So we are halfway. We are basically halfway through the Zodiac series of videos that I've been doing, and this, it's one of those things, that's one of those series of videos where I have a lot of mixed feelings about that. They're inspiration videos, right? So they don't really teach you anything. And I think this is why they are my lowest performing ones on my channel. You know, they don't perform well. Like, that's, if you look at the views on them, I don't think that's a secret. I think anyone can figure that out, that they don't do well. But I really think they're valuable, because I really think a lot of people, when they're writing, the things that they're struggling with is like coming up with some of those initial ideas. So I think you know, teaching people how to like use certain frameworks and ways that they can think about the characters that they're crafting is really great for like kind of beginning that idea generation for people that are really struggling with those like first steps. So I do really like making them, and there's, you know, there's definitely plans to finish the series. I have no plans to abandon the series. Obviously, we're halfway through it, but I'm kind of wondering, like, you know, should we do another inspiration series? I really want to. Like, I really want to do one for MBTI, you know, in addition to the Zodiac series. But I know based on that series that it'll be low performing. So, you know, I have a lot of mixed feelings about those videos, and I think I find it very interesting, you know, what tends to get traction on my channel versus what doesn't, and that's definitely one that doesn't, which I find very interesting. Ideas is my issue, or one of them. Yeah, I think that's pretty common. Like, I think a lot of people really struggle with that. Like, how do I get started with an idea, right? Like, and once they get started, they can kind of go and have the ideas flowing, and they're good. But that first initial, like, where do I start is like a struggle for a lot of people. So I do think that's what those inspiration videos provide. I think they help with that problem. But it's just funny. It's funny that they're so low performing when I know that is a struggle that a lot of people have. Surebat still never went for the lantern. Oh, he hasn't come to the garden yet. I think I gotta level up one more time. Because you know how like one level you see them and then the next level it's like they start coming to your garden? So I'm pretty sure like the next level they're gonna show up, which is why I went ahead and put the jack-o'-lantern there. But I think once I get this Master Romancer for Candies, that'll give me those last two little bubbles right there. I think, because I've only got the two little petals before it's another level up time. So I think if I do that, then we'll be good. About to find out, because this should be Candies number 7. Yep. Okay, come on, give me Master Romancer and level me up. Is it delayed? Sometimes it's delayed when to give you the little the award. Wait, let's go back. Let's look at my residence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. I do have 7. I'll get the award in a second. Just being impatient. But yeah, I think idea generation is definitely something that people struggle with. Oh, these are helpers. I never use the helpers. But they can do a lot of stuff for you in your garden, make it more efficient and things like that. But I just want to do it myself. And that's what Arthur has. So that was the sprinkle one, the one that will water your plants for you. But you're going to get a later watering can that does it for you in this very automatic way that you don't even need to. You just water them once and you're done. So it's like they're kind of irrelevant to me in the way I play anyway. Yeah, I think idea generation is something that a lot of people struggle with, and why I feel like, you know, we're gonna finish the Zodiac series this year, and next year I'm thinking I might want to do MBTI or something else. But for those of you guys that do struggle with that idea generation, like that kind of aspect of the writing process, you know, if there's other frameworks that you're interested in, I would be curious what those are. Like, I can share the ones that I like. Like I said, Zodiac's the main one, and then you know, MBTI is another one that I like to use for character creation, and I'm wondering if maybe, you know, I know this is like 6 months away. This is like 6 months away, not until 2021. But I'm like wondering if there's things that I can do in regard to idea generation, like as far as covering tropes and things like that. Although I do think there's a lot of YouTubers that already spend a lot of time talking about tropes. So that's why I haven't made anything in regards to, you know, helping break down and understand tropes. Like Overly Sarcastic Productions, they already do a lot of that, you know, and they do it really well. So like, you know, why would I reinvent the wheel? Why would I put something out that's like exactly what someone else has already put out, that, you know, that they have a developed formula for, and they have a very, you know, good way of doing it. But this is just stuff that I've been thinking about, because I know people need help with that stuff. when it comes to the writing process. So that was a new seed. This is a chili seed, so I thought I'd go ahead and grow it. I use the helpers simply because they're cheap. Yeah, they are cheap. They are definitely cheap. So like you can use them. It's definitely a valid play style. It's just not, it's not one that I personally use. Okay. I thought one more level in Sherbet would come on. I thought he would, but I don't see him. I don't see him. I wonder what level I get the first expansion. Like, I feel like I really need that. I really need the additional space. Like, there's a lot of, like, pinatas just aren't showing up. Like, I still haven't gotten the other mouse mallow, even though we've been, you know, hanging out and all that stuff for a while now since I planted that turnip. But he has not come on. He has not come on. Okay. Thank you. Got that award. Alright. I'm just... Maybe it's the next level. Well, if it's the next level that the Sherbet comes on, then I think that we are good for today. So this was Viva Pinata. This is kind of how you get started. You can see this is a really easy game. I've been playing for a couple of hours, and I've already made a ton of progress within this game, but there is of course more progress to be made, so please, you know, make sure that you're following my Twitch if you want to watch these live. I've got a couple things I'm going to fix. I'm going to work on fixing them. If any of you guys know how to fix them, please let me know. But let's go ahead and save the game for now, and I will also be uploading this to YouTube. So you guys, you know, that are on my YouTube, please comment down below if you have anything for me like that. Because you're supposed to be seeing the chat on the screen right now. You're supposed to be seeing the Twitch chat on the screen right now, but you're not. So I'm not quite sure why that is. But we are going to go ahead and save and quit. Yes. Okay. And we're going to... Let's go to webcam only. All right, guys. Okay. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. You know, really appreciate all the interaction that we had today. I absolutely love this game. And if you guys played this game before, hopefully you also feel inspired like Vegeta did in the chat to go ahead and re-download it again. If not, it's definitely a game I recommend. It's a really nice chill game. So if you need something maybe like Animal Crossing, but you don't have a Switch, or you need something like Animal Crossing, but you're kind of getting tired of Animal Crossing itself, Viva Pinata is a really great game, and you can get it on PC. Like I said, go to the Viva Pinata subreddit. It has all kinds of instructions for making it work on PC, since Game for Windows Live isn't a thing anymore. And yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much. And of course, as always, don't forget to make it a great day.